I say.
Hello chaps, I hope you're well. It's a pretty miserable day here in Gloucestershire, so hopefully it's a bit more pleasant where you are. Anyway, today I thought I'd do another sweet treats video. So I've been to the supermarket again, and we've had a bit of an influx in this country with American sections. We've got these American sections in the supermarkets. So we'll have a sort of world food section where you find things from Asia, Australasia, etc. And then we've got this American section, which used to be selling things like fluff and Lucky Charms and things like that, which we've seen on our shelves for some time. But now we've got a whole wall of peanut butter things and various other sort of confections that I've never even heard of. So I went to the shop today and bought six things which I've not even tried, not even heard of. So I'm going to try those today to see if they're similar to anything that we have here in the UK already, or if they're completely unique, or indeed if they're completely inedible. So we'll go through those and see what we think of them. I'm sure there'll be some wonderful things in there. You know, America's produced lots of very interesting things historically. Yes, well anyway, we'll get straight into the sweets, shall we? Okay chaps, so here's my big bag of sweets. Obviously I bought these things, so I have seen them before, but I haven't done any research into what they are. I just saw the names, thought whether I'd had them or not, even heard of them, and I just popped them in the basket. So I'm going in blind with this more or less as much as you are. So I'm going to pick the first one out and see what it is. So this is a big box. These are some Runts, which is quite an unusual name for something that you're going to put in your mouth. I'm going to eat a runt, which is normally the sort of, that's the smallest, that's the weakest animal in a litter of animals, isn't it? The runt, you know, the pig or whatever. But these are fruit-shaped candy, so nothing to do with pork, which is comforting. It doesn't really say anything on the box other than the good stuff made in the USA. So don't know what more of a ringing endorsement would you need. Made in the USA by Nestle, which is based in Switzerland. So there we go. This is a similar box to the Wonka gobstoppers and nerds that we had when we were younger. So I think those were a sort of American brand which were imported, and we had those for a few years when I was about 7 or 8, and then they just sort of went away. So this is a kind of design that they like in the States, I think. So we'll open these up, and oh bloody hell! If you can get into them, it's good. So we'll start. So we'll open these. Sorry, I'm doing this off camera, but here we go. It's a bit of a bugger to get into. Cool, blimey. And, oh, I see. So I'm just going to come in close so you can see these. Put these in my hand. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see these, but they're sort of, well, they're shaped like this, sort of little ball shapes. We've got a heart shape as well, which is I'm not sure what kind of fruit that's supposed to be, and there are some bananas in there as well, I can see. So we'll get one of those out if we can. There we go. So and we've got a banana as well. So there we are. I presume this one tastes of banana, so I'm going to go for this one straight away. Hard. I thought they were. I did say hard, didn't it? Fruit-shaped candy. I didn't say hard, I thought they would be soft. So, I'm going to do your fillings in a bit. Not bad. Remarkably, they taste like the inside bit of a gobstopper. The Wonka gobstoppers used to be a couple of layers, different flavoured shells, and then in the middle you had like a crunchy bit which sort of went a bit sherbety, but these are kind of that consistency once you bite into them, but without them being sort of sour. They're just sweet. the same consistency of the inside of a mint imperial. The not chewy ones, the other ones that sort of chalkiness that they have. So let's try a red one. This one's more kind of strawberry. These are really good. I like those. So we'll put those on the yes pile, and I shall ruin my teeth on those by the end of the day. Right, next, let's see what's next. So next we have some A&W root beer things. They look like this. They look like strawberry laces. The strawberry laces you used to have when you were young. You sort of take them out and they're very long, and you just sort of bundle them up and eat them, or you do a sort of Lady and the Tramp thing and eat them that way. So these are apparently root beer flavour sweets. So made with real A&W root beer, fat-free, made in the USA. 140 calories per serving. So there you are. If you're watching your calories, you probably shouldn't be eating these in the first place. Manufactured by Kenny's Candy Company, which is Candy Company, Perham, MN. What's that? Minnesota? Is it? I don't know. I probably should have learnt all the states before doing this video, but I never remember what the letters mean. In the same way that they don't know how to pronounce Warwickshire. So let's have a look. The great taste of A&W root beer in a chewy candy twist. And then it says this. I don't know if you can see this. It says, ah, how refreshing. Ah, how refreshing. The A&W root beer twist. So let's get into these. I've got a feeling this is a packet that's going to require scissors. Because, I'm weak. Yes, just to save you the need to listen to me opening the package, let's just grab some scissors. Sorry, just got a camera a bit there whilst I get these. And let's have a look. So, we have, they're very sticky. They're all stuck together. They're shorter than strawberry laces, so they're more of a kind of rope texture about them. They don't smell of beer, they smell of they smell like when you go to the dentist and you can smell that kind of mouthwashy, sterile smell. They're very unusual. I'm not looking forward to trying this, to be honest, because normally if the smell's not good you're not going to like it, but we'll give it a go. I'm just going to have a big old bite. Softer than strawberry laces. Tastes like mouthwash as well. Not minty, but sort of a cross between mouthwash and cough mixture. They're not very nice. I knew there'd be one, and we got to it early. Hopefully everything else is good. These aren't that pleasant, to be honest. Very chemically. The problem is I've chucked the top off now, so I have to wrap those up. But I mean, if you like the taste of the dentist, how the dentist smells, then try these. But I don't think they're very nice. Corn syrup, sugar, enriched wheat flour. I don't know what the flavour comes from. A&W root beer concentrate, I guess. Yes. But maybe that just tastes like how mouthwash tastes. So yeah, not great, but good if you like that kind of thing, I guess. Right, next we'll see what's next. So I shouldn't be looking really. So here we have something which is yellow, and it's called a Butterfinger. So if you drop it, you can say, "Oops, Butterfingers." Yes. Well, anyway, so it's yellow. It says Butterfinger, so I naturally thought it was a butter flavour, but it actually says crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery. So the Americans there inventing or trying to invent their own language. Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery. So when it says Butterfinger, it actually means peanut butter rather than butter. And the problem is that I purposely avoided the sort of Reese's section of the World Foods bit because I'm not really a big fan of peanut butter. In fact, I quite loathe it. I don't really mind it in sort of I don't mind peanuts in a Snickers or something like that, but I can't eat nuts separately, and peanut butter just makes my stomach turn. So this is going to be exciting. So it says no artificial flavours or colours. Spelled without a U, of course. Gluten-free, so that's something. That's obviously all the rage at the moment. Not necessarily because it's fashionable, but some people are celiac. My mother is, and my father-in-law is. So that's good to know. And made in the USA. So there we are. I bought a genuine thing. Save some for later. Twist to close. Yes, if you don't want to eat all of this in one go, you can twist the wrapper and close it. I don't think you need an instruction for that because that's just something you do normally anyway. So let me get into this one. Butterfinger. Odd name, really, isn't it? I thought it meant butter, but no, it means peanut butter. So it's kind of it's quite thin. It's not sort of dome like, it's not square and thick like a Mars bar. It's domed on the top. So I guess I'm just going to have to go for it. Shall I come a bit closer so you can see? Oh my word! I can smell the peanut butter from here. Actually, it's very peanutty. So big bite. I think. Just go for it. Mmm. Oh my god. It's got lots of very thin, crispy layers. I was expecting caramel or something. Excuse me. So what it has, I don't know if you can make this out, but what it has is a sort of curved shell times 400, very thin, and so when you bite into it, it all collapses on itself and makes a massive mess on the floor. It's not actually that bad. It smells more peanutty than it tastes, which is weird. It's got that sort of American chocolate that we're used to eating with sort of Hershey's and things. I don't know how it's made, but it seems to not have the same consistency as European chocolate. I think I was told once, this might be complete bollocks, but I think I was told once that American chocolate has something put in it to stop it from melting at the same temperature as our chocolate, because it has to travel across deserts and things in lorries, and so they put something in it to stop it from melting, but that also means that it tastes not very nice. And so our chocolate is smoother and more cocoa-y, etc. I don't know. But anyway, that's actually that bad. It's peanutty apparently, but I could manage that. I probably wouldn't choose to buy it simply because I don't like peanuts. But it's not that bad in terms of the peanut hit. But it actually smells more peanutty than it is. So yes, there we go. Butterfinger. Right, we'll crack on to the next one. Okay, chaps. So we're halfway down. We've got 3 done with 3 to go. So we'll dive into the bag again, and this time we have another box, and it's some WarHeads. It's got a sort of Emmett Brown character on the front. It was Emmett Brown, wasn't it? The Back to the Future guy, you know, Doc, Great Scott and all that. Yeah, so we've got some of these. Now these are chewy cubes. So we had some hard sweets, or candies as they like to call them, and these are some chewy sweets. So these are fruit flavour as well. It seems we've got orange, watermelon, blue raspberry, black cherry, strawberry and green apple, and then helpfully underneath it says artificially flavoured. That's obviously something you get with a lot of the American sweets that we don't get here, because we're big on, no artificial flavours and 100% fruit juice and all that sort of stuff, and almost all of these are artificially flavoured. And it actually says that on the back as well. It contains GM sauces and all that sort of thing. So let's dive into these. Chewy cubes are the new fun shape in sour candy, with a mildly sour coating that's just right and a sweet chewy centre that's out of sight. Let's be out of sight. You won't be able to stop at just one. So there we go, it's called WarHeads and it says you won't be able to stop at just one. So make of that what you will about the political parallels with that. So there we are. Mildly sour coating that's just right and a sweet chewy centre that's out of sight. Very good. Now, there we go, that's enough street talk for me. Actually these don't have a little flap to get into them, so we'll just open the top, I guess. Let me see if I can do this without cutting my finger off like I did before. Absolutely impossible to get into these. This is very interesting video for you because you can't see what I'm doing. Oh, so they're in a bag. They're these. So they actually look... well, actually, funny enough, I'm going to need the scissors again. I do apologise. I've put them in the wrong drawer. Snip. So, bear with me, chaps. These are... Blimey. The smells are very strong. I think maybe that's something to do with them being artificially flavoured. What did we say we had flavour-wise? We've got... so the pink ones are watermelon, the bright blue ones are blue raspberry, because, to be honest, if you've ever seen a raspberry that's that colour, you might want to chop the tree down. Or bush, rather. So let's try blue raspberry, because it is so, you know, remarkably coloured. Very accurate description. Slightly sour on the outside, sweet in the middle, and then they've got that kind of dense chewiness. It's a sort of... it's softer than a wine gum, but it's sort of like a fruit pastel jelly. You can your teeth slip through it, and then it all sticks to your teeth. I'll just see what other colours we got here. This is, well, this would be plain old strawberry, so we'll try that one. That's not strawberry. That's the watermelon. So the bright red ones are actually watermelon, I think. I'm keen to try a black cherry, so I think this will be this dark one. I'll just try that one as well. These are really nice. I like these. So far, Runts and WarHeads are good for me. So what have we got left? 2 more. And I'll just finish eating this whilst I jump to the next bit, because I'm going to have it all down my teeth. Okay, chaps, so next up we have this, which is a Baby Ruth. That's it there. Baby Ruth. Bit of a weird name for a chocolate bar, Ruth, and Baby Ruth at that is even more weird. I'm not sure why it's called a Baby Ruth, but it's got this pretty cool kind of silver wrapping on, which gives me nice lots of lens flare on the camera. So it says bursting with peanuts, rich caramel and chewy nougat, or if you live somewhere else, people say nugget. They might say nougat or nougat or whatever, but because I'm me, I would like to say nougat. So there we are. So yes, peanuts, brilliant. That's good. This is very knobbly inside the wrapper. It feels, if it's peanuts, like a picnic, but it doesn't have raisins in by the looks of things. So if you have a Cadbury's picnic over here in the UK, it feels like that. But let's just get into it. I don't know if there's anything specific on here. partially produced with genetic engineering. So what, the people make it have got like 5 ears or something? Partially produced with genetic... See, you'd never get away with that in this country because of the standards or whatever. Anyway, partially produced with the good stuff made in the USA. Oh, that's what that said on this. The good stuff made in the USA. And this is also the good stuff made in the USA from genetically modified things. Anyway, we'll crack on. And oh, it's that same chocolate again. It doesn't have the sheen. It's very matte. It doesn't have the kind of shine that our chocolate has. So yeah, it looks like a picnic. It's thicker. It smells of peanuts, which is always good if you like that sort of thing. So here we go. Again, I've made a massive mess on the floor. I better pick that up actually. Melted chocolate in my sock. It's very chewy. Caramel in there. Well, I'm not going to lie to you chaps, I don't like it very much, but essentially it's a Mars bar with peanuts on. Kind of like a Snickers, but the peanuts are more randomly placed, so it's very sort of knobbly and bobbly when you eat it. Whereas a Snickers is square. It's got this kind of more rough texture in your mouth when you eat it. So that's that. Baby Ruth can grow up by herself because I'm not eating any more of that. So, whilst I have a drink of water, I think we'll go to the very last one. Okay, chaps. So here we are, the last item. So it's in the bag here. We'll push the bag to one side, and this is a. I think I've actually seen these before, but I have no idea what it means. This is a Tootsie Roll. So it's a very odd. It's kind of square in shape, because when you say roll, you kind of assume that it's going to be round, like as in sausage roll or Swiss roll. But yes, this is Tootsie Roll, and it's got 4 sides to it, and it's very rigid. And on the back it says chewy candy bar. So I have no idea what flavour it is. It just, I mean, it's brown, so I would assume that it's chocolate. But yeah, Tootsie Roll. I don't know what that means. I mean, obviously the chocolate bars we have in this country don't really mean anything, but Tootsie is a bit of an odd, you know, noun or whatever. But I mean, Tootsie. I mean that means you're arse, doesn't it? Tootsie. I don't know. I mean, I feel a bit stupid just saying it, but you know, Tootsie, or Tootsie. It could be Tootsie, but it isn't, is it? It's Tootsie. So yes, it doesn't say anything on it really. Manufactured by Tootsie Roll Industries LLC, Chicago, Royale, which is Illinois. I know that one. Illinois. There we go. Something blah blah blah. No clues whatsoever. Just Tootsie Roll since 1896. So they've been around for a while. And it actually says, remarkably for me, not only does it say gluten-free, it says peanut-free. Music to my ears. So there we go, peanut-free. I bet it's peanut flavoured something. So let's see what the oh my word! It's in its own little cardboard sheath. It like just, I don't know if you can see this, but it's sort of, if I stand in front, the camera will focus. It's got this sort of cardboard bit around it, which is why the wrapper was in such a weird shape. So I'm going to sort of, it's sort of Oh my god! Bloody hell! It's sort of scored into squares so that I think it's supposed to come off in. Maybe I did that completely wrong, but I don't know what this is. It smells of chocolate, which is good. It's soft and squidgy and kind of weird. So well, let's try this bit. That's very unusual. It's chewy chocolate flavour. It kind of has that fudgy look about it, but it's more gelatinous than fudge. Obviously, it's very chewy. It'll make it impossible for me to talk to you. Yes, very unusual. Hang on a second.
I say.